Hey everyone, I just ate a brownie. I know you don't care because this is not coming out at the exact moment that I ate that brownie. Like, this is not coming out as soon as I'm done. This is actually coming out on Wednesday, where I'm going to be. This is coming out on, Wednesday, when I'm going to be doing an art stream on my art channel. There'll be a thing that pops up in the top right corner if you want to go in and click on that and get to that channel. You have like a few hours to go and get supplies. It's going to be like a tutorial thing. Anyway, let's play Hiveswap. There's also going to be like a thing at the end of the video that tells you where you need to go. But I digress. I don't think you actually care about my brownie situation, but I do. I had 2 brownies today. So, you know, deal with that. Fresh from your most recent bout of gratuitous bodily injury and touching scenes of camaraderie, you soldier on. You had a couple of setbacks and made a couple of silly choices. I feel like, yeah, I guess there are a few. Boy, do things just keep happening. But nobody say that you are, let nobody say that to you, the main character. You're incapable of growth and change. You have made sure that you to not be caught in the wilderness near the dawn again. You've made your way back to civilization. You can't wait to discover what new adventures await you. Adventures like friendship. I'm actually going to read those from here on out. All right, so I'm going to guess that you are a pilot, and I'm going to guess that... yeah, I don't know what the fuck you are. Let's go with you, because I don't know what the fuck you are. You wander down the street in a not too demolished looking part of town. You really don't take much of it in. You're not really looking where you're going. This is an elementary mistake, especially on this planet where everything seems to exist to be on the spectrum of specifically engineered to murder or could be a weapon in a pinch, but you've got a lot in your mind. That's the same on Earth. Like, people go, oh, Australia is all dangerous and stuff. Have you been outside recently? Everything is, like, moderately hostile. Moderately. Not like actively all the time. Also, someone pointed out that this skips to the next choice, which kind of defeats the purpose of asking any question. Well, I guess they were pointing it out because I died that one time. So it'd be useful for that. So never mind. And now, oh, he's probably a rich kid. I'm betting that. I'm betting that he's some rich, like, aristocrat's son. He's wearing, like, a blue symbol, and blue is, like, rich, highbrow, assholes. Anyway, and now, as the car... Is there no music? There's just no music. And now, as the car, these guys probably haven't... Some ridiculous word for it, but you haven't learned it. You hadn't noticed, slams into you, sending you flipping head over feet. You add a few new concerns to your list, your bones and organs. The sound of the driver yelling, "Watch out where you're going, you limp squirt chugger." Lump squirt chugger. Fades as they drive away. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so, like, you know, a bed is like a, I don't know, recuperation sarcophagi or something like that. But, like, so that means that their insults have to be, like, equally weird. So did he just, like, what's a lump squirt? Jizz? Jizz drinker? Fuck that guy. You assess your situation. You stretch each limb in turn, which you've got to say doesn't feel great. You've landed in a bush which is covered in sharp spines. Your arms and legs still work, though. When you do experiment, cough, no blood comes out. Pretty lucky, you think. You may redefine what luck means based on this point in your journey, but you'll take what you can get. You don't figure that luck will extend to the driver turning around to help you out in this bush. Your gaze is meeting and sparkling, an immediate and intense connection that leads you to the beautiful lifelong friendship, but you let yourself hope. After a few minutes of struggle, the answer to your camaraderie daydreams comes into focus above you. A figure outlined by spiny leaves of your plant prison and the glow of moons. The moons, whatever. The troll you see isn't the driver of the car, but you don't care. Your heart is beating wildly with continued lucky streak. What the fuck is this? Do you guys have to do, like... You guys don't do translators, do you? You just know what the fuck this means. Oof. Hello, you seem to have fallen victim to a collide and scamper with that scuttle buggy that... Yeah, I did. The fuck is happening? Have you contacted your personal logisticator? If not, I'd like to offer my services. Oh, you're a lawyer. My name is Tagora Gorjek, but please just call me GOR GOR. GOR GOR? Dude, have you fucking seen the video for GOR GOR? GOR GOR is a fucking amazing GWAR song. I'm not gonna even try and sing it. They did like a remix of it for Kids Next Door. I think it was like Sandwich. I haven't seen the episode, but everyone talks about it. Like, hey, you remember that one time that GWAR was on Kids Next Door? I'm assuming that this isn't like an actual GOR GOR reference though, which makes me sad. I'm here for you for a nominal fee, of course. And then there's like, I feel like is this costing me money? He pulls a business card out of his sleek teal vest and offers, go listen to that song. Pause this video, go listen to GOR GOR by GWAR. Like, look at the actual official music video on the Metal Blade YouTube channel. Because that is like GWAR in a nutshell. It's just total fucking weird 80s insanity. And they're still like that. Like, if you want to go listen to other stuff they did, like Fuck This Place, Let Us Slay, War Is All We Know. Hella good band. He pulls a business card out of his sleek teal vest and offers it to you with a precise flick of the wrist. His claw beds are perfect. What? You try and set up buoyed by this offer for assistance. Is he some type of doctor, maybe? Or lawyer? He seems like a lawyer. Doesn't really matter, because he said he was here for you. Those words go right ahead of burn themselves in the softest chamber of your heart. I feel like this is one of those, like, con jobs, right? So you have one guy stand on the street corner waiting for someone to show up. And then you have another guy ready to just, like, ram the is this an actual thing, or am I making this up? You can just ram someone and then have your lawyer friend go over and go, listen, we'll get that guy and we'll sue the shit out of him. And then you just rack up, like, a huge-ass lawyer fee and never actually do anything. I feel like that's what's happening right now, because I already owe him 70-somethings. I have exactly 0-somethings to my name because I'm an alien to this planet, which means that I haven't worked a day in my life on this planet, which means that I have no money to my name. You start telling him about your plight thus far, reaching through the brambles towards this beacon of hope. This guy seems trustworthy, and that's not just your lack of options talking. You swear. As you shift, the moonlight shines on you. He steps back briefly, dropping his card. One eye that's not covered by the swoop of product-infused hair opens wide. He recovers, smoothing his hands down his chest and straightening up, clearing his throat as he continued to explain. You're what? Oh, yes, an alien. I knew that. I've done work with aliens before, so your situation shouldn't be an issue at all. Everyone deserves an equal opportunity to be represented by me. In fact, we may be able to use this in our favor for a larger cash settlement. It all depends on our angle. Here, try moving your chug column. You aren't sure why this is necessary, but you wiggle your torso, hoping that that's right. You've never wanted anything more than your meager existence to follow this specific directive perfectly. No, not that. You had a little hip jiggle. Not so much that he might think that it's a come on, but enough to say, hey, I'm friendly and I know what the fuck I'm doing. No, that... Leg? Foot. Just... Can you point to whatever you want me to move? A lot of my body is broken and or injured. Please help me with this. Fuck. You continue to hope with what... You continue what you hope is the best part of your troll friendship ritual. Shimmying various parts of your anatomy deeper into the bush until you get to your neck. Then he clasps his hands together. There we go. That one hurt, didn't it? Definitely a case of column snap, which can get us a decent, hefty restitution. I already owe him like 300 something this. I don't... What is that in American dollars? Like, probably several $1,000s. The American dollar, last I checked, is not doing so hot. I have no idea what the economy is like on this planet. I can't imagine it's too great. Genocide is a fairly common factor. It's really hard to get people to buy products if you constantly do the whole genocide thing. Though it keeps wages low, you know? I mean, I guess. Like, if someone steps out of line, you just murder them. So you could just do slave labor, which means that the products wouldn't cost as much. But you are doing genocide and slavery, which history has shown have been both really bad ideas. Your neck feels fine, or it doesn't hurt any more than the rest of you, but you give him a hope. You give him what you hope is a convincingly painful nod of agreement. Of course, you'll need to front the full initial litigation. I'm just gonna say litigation because fuck this cost. We may also have to injure you further to ensure the case is convincing, but you already got to break a few cluck beast embryos before you make a... as you well know. Yes, I think we may make a mutually beneficial team, if you're willing to do what it takes to bring about the justice you deserve. What do you say? How would you like to help me help you? He's talking really fast, so you're not sure exactly what to think about your lack of funds or the idea of breaking any more bones, but that smile is sharp and shiny and pointed right at you. You want more of it. I'm betting he doesn't do pro bono work. Or pro boner work. That's probably a secret path. You know how like Sakura Spirit and stuff like that have like an H patch that you can go ahead and download that's not officially recognized by Steam so they can keep them on the website? I'm betting Hiveswap has that as well. We're going to lose immediately if we click this, but I feel like I should be upfront. Being honest about your friendship is important, right? Like, I'm broke as shit. Let's not go out to eat tonight. I don't have any money. Or, let's not try and rack up a huge bill for your litigation costs because I'm broke. You know? He explained profusely for his offer to help and explained that while your situation hasn't exactly left you very rich, you'll pay him back in a glorious friendship, the most infinite of resources. He is not going to be down with that. You lay it on thick. He seems like a guy who can appreciate a good deal when he sees one. You can't imagine a better deal than this. You reach both arms up, waiting for him to scoop you up out of this pain plant like a gentle baby you are. Sorry, I don't do charity. Such a shame, too. I was hoping working with an alien might make for a more interesting day than usual. He turns on his heel and walks away, his high ponytail swishing behind him. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that. Friendship is not a currency. What if I pay you in friendship? Haven't had that one happen before. I probably should have saved so we didn't have to go through all this again. But I'm going to use the skip thing that someone explicitly told me in situations exactly like this. I can't see the skip button there, so we're not going to use it. So anyway, that. And then this. Oh, fuck. It's like a 10-minute conversation. And, oh, I forgot to turn off my Steam friend list. Let's do that. There we go. I have lots of oh. Okay. Let's try this again. I don't know if I can just start from there. So I just have to like unclick this before I make my choice. So unclick that, and then I have a lot of money. You mentioned how incredibly loaded you are, and how core to your sense of values it is to pay well for good work. That's what we call good business. Now, get up out of that prickle fund and let's get you presentable. He watches you flail a few times before he sighs, unbuttons his sleeves, and rolls them up to his elbows. Each fold is crisp and even. It takes a while, but you're good at being patient. There's a 12% cost increase for instances of manual labor. It'll all be explained in your bill. It's itemized. I'm sure it is. I'm sure an alien of means such as yourself will be able to handle it. His thing is like there's a dotted line. It's not really dotted, it's actually just like a straight up line, but whatever, you know. You take his hand and pulls you out of the bush. It's kind of a rough job. It's not as strong as he looks, you guess. He glares at you like he's daring you to say some shit about it, but you're a quick learner. He cuts you off mid-thank you. My office isn't far from here. We can get things started. And by things, I mean get you clean and sign a lot of vaguely worded yet stringently binding documents. He walks with purpose. You shake off the flora stuck to your various body parts and do your best to catch up. From the outside, your office basically seems like a hive. His office, not mine. I don't have one. Again, I'm technically homeless. Am I homeless on the moon? Yes. Yes. Technically speaking, I'm only in a house or able to use a house on Earth because I do not have the means, money, or will in some cases to set up on other planets. So I'm homeless on this alien planet as well as every other planet in the galaxy excluding Earth, where I have an apartment where the roof leaks. So it's okay. You've learned a thing or two about this shitstorm of a cultural exchange, though. You gotta play it cool when potential friends invites you into your home, or his home. See, I slipped up again. It's not my home yet. In fact, it's becoming less and less my home because it's becoming more and more his home because he's probably able to pay for his home more now because of the debt that I'll be in. But then it won't be because I won't be able to pay him. You never know what cages or monsters or methods of evisceration they might have laying around. You might want to prepare a nice, chill look on your face for whatever carnage you're about to be confronted by. It doesn't work. Your face falls to bewilderment hell when you walk inside because it's all chrome and glass and broad white walls in there. It's like he bought the fanciest looking crate and barrel display room he could find down to the last useless minimalist accessory and then never set it down in it. His Lusus, a ferret, is chilling on an enormous silvery thing that's halfway between a throne and a play tower. Everything is clean, bright, and perfect with right angles. That's not perfectly right. That's not. No, it's not. You don't see any weapons anywhere. I don't know what the fuck any of these weapons... That could be a weapon. That could be a fucking gun. I don't know. That looks sharp and pointy. I don't know what it is. Is it a toothbrush? A boot get-a-ritter of? Like a shoehorn? No, that's a shoehorn. That's gotta be a shoehorn. Or no, that's a refrigerator. I don't know what the fuck any of this is. You ask him if he just moved in because polite conversation seems like the best thing you can do. In absence of something specific to focus your fear on, you just sort of are a little afraid of everything. You're not paying me to learn my life story unless if you'd like to. In that case, no. I've cleared here most of my life. Go ahead and add that to your bill. Oh, wow. That's not much of a life story. You stare at one of the chairs. Should you sit in it? By all means, do not make yourself at home. His head straight into my abs... Ablution trap? Why prepare... The fuck is an absolute... What the fuck is that? You really want to connect with this guy and like just how you just vibed there, where you were thinking about sitting in your bed-raggled ass into his fancy chair, but he totally could tell that you were thinking it. But you don't want to be friends badly enough to walk straight into something that has the word trap right there in the name without at least pondering it for a section. You might become savvier during all this. What was the other bath called? The cowgirl bath. It was like a... It wasn't... Trap was not in the name. It was like enrichment tome or something like that. probably going to cost me money no matter what I pick here. I'm going to skip out on the thing that says trap in the name of it because it does seem like it's inherently a bad idea to go into something that I know is a bad idea. You tell him that you'd rather stay away from any and all traps if that's alright. You mention that you think it's a better move for both of you. Something tells you that this guy wants to know what's in it for him. Probably all the time he's explicitly said that. You do have that vibe going after all. He taps his claw on his chin, looks you up and down, takes his time. You try not to blush no matter how exacting his gaze is. He presents a solid case. The whole look is a lot more... Okay, so I can actually see his eye and it's not anything fucking weird. I was waiting for that. Like he was gonna pull a, like Kakashi and like have like some weird thing where he can steal my soul or something. I don't know what the fuck trolls do. The whole look is a little bit more than repellent, but it may be more pitiable, lost alien angle, more emotionally effective if you still look like you just got run over. Frown. Did he just say that out loud? It takes you a second to realize that he didn't just say his physical emotive response instead of doing exactly it with your friend. Okay. He's giving you a okay, he's telling me to do that. You stick out your lower lip and then try and look as pathetic as possible. Yes, this is really working for me. It's awful, completely repugnant. Your general squalor should function as a simple manipulation tactic, no matter which direction I decide to spin it. I'm like $3,000 in debt. I want it to stop. Like, I didn't even get, like, I don't know, a foot rub out of this. I'm not getting one either. That would cost me like a solid $1,000. He told me one sentence about how he moved in a couple years ago and it cost me $1,000. Your praise makes it hard to keep from frowning, but you're doing your best to keep it up. Even hunched over a bit and shamble a few meager steps towards him. Great, yes. That's enough, no need to come any closer. Okay then, we'll skip the hygiene and go straight to the best part, bureaucracy. Stay right here and don't get any of your crusty alien orifices near my decor. I'll go print out our contract and we can move on. Re-ink You pretend that you're a statue while he types things and prints out the typed things and stapled the printed things. His ferret lustus stares at you with beady interest. You stare back, completely motionless. You wonder how often GOR GOR and it has friends over. GOR GOR comes, and you must die. Swats F-16s from the sky. Fucking awesome song. He brings you the... I mean, he's a very different character than GOR GOR. GOR GOR is like a dude in a T-Rex outfit doing the Godzilla thing. This guy is just like a lawyer who's fucking me over in a completely different, unrelated to destroying an entire town sort of way. He brings you the packet over to you and hands you a pen. Read this, or don't. Sign it either way. The standard legislator agreement tweaks it a bit to accommodate your particular situation. You know you agree to submit your testimony to be judged and will accept whatever subjugation you receive. You recognize that any potential winnings are to be remitted to me. So you gotta say who me is. It's like that's fucking unclear. Me? Like the first party or like, you know, GOR GOR would be better. That you got it. For processing through the local account before your portion can be dispensed to you. In the event of your culling, I'll act as executor of your accounts, blah, 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 same old business. Oh, this is not written out. This is him explaining. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, it's the same one from where you're from. Stars at each place you were to initial. Sure, a lot of that stuff you just got told... That sure was a lot of stuff that you just got told really fast. You were trying to listen, really, but winked at you early on in the monologue, and you were really distracted because you couldn't stop thinking about it, and if you could incorporate a wink into a secret handshake, maybe. Anyway, regular legal jargon, yeah, just like all the times where you click and say that you've read the terms and conditions on any old harmless social media app. That stuff never ends up being relevant. So they're making these like in real time, aren't they? Like, that line was added, for sure. Also, I haven't used Facebook for, like, years. Because stalkers. Basically. I have one that's explicitly for posting on the Vinesauce Facebook account. But, like, I just use it for that. So I technically use it, like, on a weekly basis. But, like, I don't actually, like, look at it. Anyway, you show off your exquisitely polished John Hancock as many times as it takes. Excellent. Everything's in order then. Are you ready to head out? Oh, like now? Like you're not ready. Do you need to be roughed up enough? Will your bones need to be through any more ordeals? Or what's a jugular tour? Does Targor... No, sleep like that one you just... No sleep... Like the one that you're fucked in. As it... What? Pardon the language, it's an idiom. It means it's time to fucking go. Yeah, it's... You follow him out about as apprehensively as you follow him in. You retrace the path you took not too long ago, and it occurs to you... You wonder where this glorious feat of justice is going to take place. Like, if anyone is going to subpoena that asshole that hit you. Was that even a thing here? You skip to match GOR GOR's pace and ask. There's no need for you to worry about that. It's for me to deal with. Okay? That's all the perpetrator, of course. If it seems prudent to pin the crime on them when the time comes, I'll have more than enough credible information to condemn them. So you're acting as my lawyer and witness? That's sketch. Their blood cast should be sufficient, but if it seems worth it to call in their dented scuttlebuggy, then I certainly will do that as well. Okay. Of course, it's not the only way we can spin this. It may not be necessary to involve them at all. Don't worry about that either. You're definitely still worrying about that, but not as you keep walking like you're not bothered. You want to match his level of easy confidence. You're almost comforted to be around it now that you've spent so much time with him. It's simple. You're still basking in the ease of being told that... Am I still wearing that doofy outfit? Probably. No, in the loss that I had, I wasn't. You're still wondering in the ease... Or basking in the ease of being told what to do, and the whole vibe flips over on its ass so fast that you feel like ice down your back. You look at GOR GOR first. He stopped walking. His posture somehow gets straighter. Even his cute little ponytail thing gets more alert. You're staring at the approach of another troll. A blue guy. You know this means high blood, but not much else about what it entails aside from what you're picking up from the full-on hair-on-end cat reaction of GOR GOR next to you. Pleasant evening, sir? His voice gets somehow sweeter, more professional at the same time. You recognize he's feeling what he's feeling because you felt it yourself this whole time you've been on this godforsaken planet. A deep, all-consuming thirst for approval. He's gunning hard for business boy's friendship. The high blood, however, is not. At first, you think he might be chill because his smile gets huge, and hell if you don't love getting smiled upon. You start to introduce yourself until GOR GOR shoots you a be cool look, and then that you learn that the guy's smile is not nice kind. What's this? He asked. GOR GOR picked up a little friend. It's not. We have a working relationship. You try not to let the dismissal of your friendship sting. You're not there yet. It's okay. You just want to be helpful, so you put on your best injured face and start hobbling in a circle, twisting your neck at the most grotesque. This is not helping. You groan pitifully about all your bones. Oh right, your booming drone pursuing business. This client look extra shitty. Good luck getting anything good for whatever this mutant is that you scraped up from a gristle grate. You take a moment to consider the potential. The blue guy rolls his eyes and keeps walking, elbowing his way past, right between the two. I'm gonna drink some more coffee after this episode. I'm sorry about this, y'all. Like you're nothing. GOR GOR, I'm just gonna call him GOR GOR if you haven't noticed, because fuck trying to pronounce this. GOR GOR freezes. Your eyes stay fixed on him, where the blue guy was just standing. It's like he hasn't processed the movement yet, even though he just got knocked back a few steps in his wake. He starts shaking. Yikes, that was intense. You want to say something reassuring to GOR GOR, but he is kind of ascended to another plane of existence. Maybe a nice assuring pat on the shoulder will help diffuse the mood. You put your ginger hand, I thought my hand had turned red, and I was like, yeah, alright, I've gotten sunburned, that's fine. You put a ginger hand on the mere vicinity of his body, and he whirls to face you, eyes narrowed, breathing heavy. You snatch your hand back fast. Mistake. You! Do you have any idea how rare of a network opportunity that was? Do you realize what you... Oh. Of course you don't. You don't know anything. You're just a weird, hornless thing that doesn't even know how to fucking cross the street. Wait a minute, he's supposed to pay me for that. He starts laughing all high-pitched and weird. Up until now, he seems slick and unflappable. That GOR GOR is hard to reconcile with the pacing back and forth, hollering and grabbing at his face. He's pretty goddamn flapped. Oh boy, you really screwed up, huh? Maybe busted neck routine was not convincing enough, or too convincing? Either way, you figured out that now might be the time to bow out before the scene really blows up. You tell him so. Your neck is fine. Look, you headbang a bit to prove it. No. A deal is a deal. He breathes slowly through his nose. Alright, GOR GOR. Remember your mantra. Closes his eyes. After an awkward minute of watching him whisper something unintelligible to himself, he opens them and immediately starts up that bonker pace again. You skedaddle to catch up. He keeps talking, though. By now, he's just talking to himself, with you as an eavesdropping barnacle with really slow legs. Little manic giggles bubble out in between his sentences. We're headed toward justice, all right. Keep walking. We'll see this through. He's gonna fuck me over. I've got a bottom line to uphold. Okay, not bad. Maybe things are still cool between you. Maybe this lawyer-client relationship still has more of a chance to blossom into something more. We're like $11,000 in debt. You venture a friendly topic and look at him, ask him about his mantra. He stops walking and looks at you like you just shot on his luscious grave. You don't just ask what someone's mantra is. Maybe not so cool. He shivers, spooked, and then turns his stanky stare from you to the path you're on. After a moment, he smooths back all the hairs and shook out of place during his freak out, pivots, and turns down a side street. We're gonna get stabbed. Anyway, as I was about to say, there are many ways to fulfill the terms of our contract. I was hoping that this would lead to a more stimulating evening. I was prepared to get into it with you, for you. But it's become clear that this partnership is no longer worth the work. Especially now that I have to consider the significant career step back that I just experienced at your feckless hands. So instead of wasting any more time, or my time or yours, let's take a shortcut to the same end result, sparing both of us the agony of enduring a long court battle in the proximity of one another. Here's your verdict. You're guilty. Guilty? Wasn't this supposed to be the guy's trial? You look around, panic rising in your chest. Oh, don't tell me. You don't know how the legal system works either. Unsurprising and uninteresting. Oh, this is bad. I've been so caught up in watching him talk that you didn't even notice that he's guiding you down to a shittier part of town. You know, a part that's all still half demolished and hives and creepy noises and drones flying about. Drones like the one that just turned to notice you when GOR GOR whistles, snaps his fingers and points right at your head. Hey, big guy. Over here. One extremely malformed and inviolable troll. Just the way you like it. You shouldn't feel surprised at this betrayal, maybe, but you do, for a second anyway. Then you focus on yelling and scanning for possible debris to hide under. GOR GOR starts backing away as the drone gets closer. There's a sewer in the next street over. You probably won't make it. But if you do, check your pocket. So there's only like one choice in that, right? No, there's another choice where I could like bathe. I don't really know if that would actually help my situation. I kind of feel like it wouldn't. But anyway, that's this for now. I'm gonna start this rendering, and then I'll get it uploaded so that way you can watch it on Wednesday. That day where I'm doing that art stream, which is gonna be a tutorial stream. So if you like doing art and you want to learn how to do acrylic, or you don't like art and you want to watch me do art, or any other combination you can think of, that's happening on the art channel, which is a link that's appeared on screen right about now-ish, or maybe a little bit before now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll do the next episode tomorrow, as per usual. And then I think Friday there might be another one. It seems like that's the way they're doing it. So I'll do another one of these as soon as I can. But I'm going to do... anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you guys later today if you decide to drop by the art stream. Link on screen now. Bye!